What's up? What's up? What's going on, everyone? This is Twin Flames Unite, and we are at it again. And if you don't know by now, I'm Chris.
And I'm Alicia. What up?
What's going on, everybody? You know, we are here to provide you with information that you can apply easily, naturally, and automatically
in your everyday life, so you can tap into your unlimited potential
and rise to the highest version of yourself. All right. So we still remember what you talking about. All right, y'all. We got a topic for you lovebirds this evening.
Yes.
All right. Just touching on a few things in regards to relationships, because we know what's going on. You know, you got to keep you updated with some stuff just so you know.
Yes.
So we're going to hit real hot and fast. And then if we have any questions and answers at the end of this, then you all can definitely jump in. Make sure you drop a handy dandy like on the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And if you want to show any love towards the channel, please donate via Cashapp.
Right.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, the YouTube, I don't know if y'all have heard this before from a lot of other content creators, YouTube takes a huge chunk of that amount. So if you want to donate, please do it towards the Cash App or do it towards PayPal, in the mail, or
somebody did that before too.
Or actually just go to the website and purchase something. Just please don't do the super chat. I mean, we appreciate it. I mean, if that's the only way that you can donate, then so be it.
That's fine.
But just one way to skin it.
Oh, Lady J Gray, welcome. Key 75. Hey, welcome. We got a juicy topic tonight. You know, this topic is, I think it's pretty interesting. You know, and if you guys have anything you want to share while we go through these points, because we got 10 points, okay, that we're gonna look at. How do you know if you found the one? So we got 10 telltale signs that you can really pay very, very close attention to figure out if you found the one or not. You know, we're going to go through these signs one by one. And if you guys resonate with any of these signs, when we go through the signs, you can put number 1, number 2, number 3. Now, if you resonate with all of them, that's what's up. That's what's up. Okay? If you're in a relationship right now, and you're experiencing all of these 10 signs, then we are excited for you. But we're going to share these signs with you guys.
All right. You know, for the first one?
Yeah, the first one. So the first one, like the first sign, how do you know if you found the one? And listen, we went through these 10 and we were like, yep. So the sign, guys, is you can be your real self with that person. That's a sign of them all. That's number 1.
Right.
If you're with someone and you can be yourself, I mean completely you, then that's one of the check marks. Because you know, sometimes you're with someone and you have to hide certain things about yourself. Maybe you might not feel so secure about a certain aspect of yourself, or maybe it might be something physical. You feel like you have to hide. That might not necessarily be the one, or it could mean that you might still have some integration that you might need to do. And in that case, the fact that you're not doing integration can ruin, you know, their relationship if it is the one, right? So either way, we'll go through. There's a point in there that talks about it. But for right now, if you can be yourself with that person, that's check 1. All right. You walk around the house, no makeup on. You know, you got on an old raggedy shirt. I know around the house with a towel on sometimes. Like I have my.
No, it's a toga.
A toga.
It's a toga is what it is.
Yeah, I just wrap a sheet around me. That's it. And my baby comes to me. He's like, "You're so beautiful," and I'm like, "Okay." I really do think, but be myself comfortable doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's the first sign.
Yeah. So if you can be yourself when you're around this person, I mean, not putting on no games, not no masks or anything like that, and I'm talking about personality masks. I'm talking about no other type of mask. If you can be yourself, raw and uncut around this individual, you may got you one.
Yeah. So that's
all right. Check.
Yeah, writing it down. Write these things down, man. Write it down. So check number 2. You have similar goals in life. Not identical, but similar. Okay? So when you meet someone and you want to really build with them and spend the rest of your life with them, you know, it really does go in your favor to have similar interests. Because have you ever heard when people say, oh, there was really nothing wrong, I didn't really do anything wrong, or she didn't do anything wrong, he didn't do anything wrong, we just grew apart.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's because you guys have different goals, and those different goals are going to take you in 2 completely different directions. Right? So if you find that you have similar goals that you can build with or build upon, stack upon, then that's another check mark. You can check that.
Now keep in mind that this doesn't say identical goals. It says similar goals. Like for example, when me and my baby first got together, you know, she was really into the cryptocurrency thing, being an entrepreneur, and I was in the fitness world, being a personal trainer, right? So with that being said, we had similar goals. We wanted to have our own businesses. We wanted to be entrepreneurs. We didn't want to have to punch a clock or anything of that nature. So that's what we mean by similar goals. All right. So just keep that in mind. Hopefully it's helpful for you, okay? Now let's go into this next one.
This one is key. This should probably be the first one. It's super important, okay? So 3, you can work through things in a healthy way. Now this got to be in every relationship, whether it's the one or not. Okay? Yeah. Conflict resolution in a healthy way. Now, some of us, we might have to go back to therapy, learn how to do this. Coming out of toxic situations and toxic relationships, we've gained some very unhealthy ways of problem solving. Right? So if you're with someone and you guys might not see eye to eye on a certain topic, situation, circumstance, and it's, you know, kind of like completely different, but you can find a way to sit down and talk about it and meet somewhere in the middle. Check that off.
Yes.
Check that. Feel like the luckiest person in the world. That's number 4. You feel like the luckiest person. I'm lucky.
Hold on, I was about to say I gotta go into it because this. Yeah. I think me and my baby both feel like this is something that because to be honest, to find somebody who accepts you fully, raw and uncut, that is super lucky. That is like winning the lottery. Because a lot of times when you get with individuals, or they want you to change this about yourself, and they want to do this, you know, you want to add on this little quirk here, or you want to take away that quirk, like, no, you can't do this, you can't do that. Like, no, but you find somebody who wants you just as you are.
And sometimes by the time they finish doing the alterations, you just totally completely different, and then they don't want you anymore. Like, you know,
not
what?
The same person.
Never mind, you're not even the person that I first met. That's because you did all these alterations. So that's another sign. If you feel super lucky, like, wow, I'm so lucky to be with this person, check that off also. Right?
All right. So with these pointers, now if you're currently in a relationship right now and you're not certain that this person is the one, just keep in mind some of these pointers that we're bringing out, because you actually may have one. And actually, once we get to the last one, you'll figure out you already got one.
Right.
But that's for this whole type. Right. So the next one is, you both are committed to the relationship. Now, I can't remember that guy's name. The one that does a lot of the dating videos that have the hat on, the black guy. We were looking at him yesterday. I can't remember his name right now, but he was.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about, but I can't remember his name either.
He was talking about how both of you are the prize, and when both of you are the prize, then each one is seeking after the other, right? And when you can actually see that this person is committed to you, they are providing their all to show that they are interested in you, and you're doing the same. Oh, that is a beautiful thing.
It is, and it's the little things, you know. It's the small things. And I'm just giving you an example from my experience. For me, for somebody else, it might be big things, but for me, it's the small things. You have to know yourself, right? And what makes you tick. But for me, it's like, maybe my phone is charged because my phone plugged up, being charged, or maybe it's a cold water just sitting by the bed and I didn't even ask, you know, a cup of tea in the morning, I didn't even ask. Like things that you don't necessarily have, it's like unspoken communication that you don't have to say and it's done already. And it's just like, wow, you know, mind blown, breakfast made and ready, and with a smile, the love in the food, and back rubs, foot rubs, and just sometimes you're sitting doing absolutely nothing together, just nothing, just sitting there in the nothingness, just sitting there enjoying and basking in each other's company, not thinking about going someplace else or being with anyone else, or just in the moment together, sharing that bliss. You know, the little things.
Yeah, we want to talk about being committed.
Yeah, being committed. Yeah.
All right, and that's coming through here. We do see a few of you all jumping in. Just make sure to drop that hand. Once again, if you want to show support to the channel, one of the best ways is to go to the T and Tongas. Tangas. I'm not sure what that is.
You don't know what it is, but okay.
All right. And just also keep in mind that we do have our Patreon that we are building up right now. We do have the levels opened up, and right now pretty much all of our Patreons are getting access to all of the materials, whether you're just a supporter or if you're, well, actually, let me take that back, because even though we have our supporters on the Patreon, they get a lot of the stuff, but they don't get everything that the other levels do. Right. So just keep that in mind. But we do have our videos that we're going to be putting on there very, very soon. And we have, well, we just recorded our stations raw and uncut. That's going to be on Patreon very, very soon. So head on over there and jump on in. That link is in the description. And once again, if you would like towards the channel, there are so many ways to do so. Oh gosh, this has been busy. There's more than one way to skin a cat, so you can send your donations that way as well, okay? Oh yeah, my baby's always sexy. What you talking about?
Thank you, Dee. Oh, that's so nice of you.
All right. Now on to our next one. We're about halfway through this, okay? On this next one we have is anywhere is exciting for you too.
That is true. Yes. we run away. We have little spots that we run away to. Just sometimes it's just in the park, you know. as long as we together.
Yeah.
You know, it feels right. It feels good. Just about anywhere. I mean, we prefer Florida on the beach, but hey,
Yeah.
Super excited. But hey, anywhere is exciting. Doesn't matter where you go. To the movies, it could be a simple dinner. It could be just a stay at home, and you just relaxing, maybe with kids or by yourself. You don't even have to be doing anything, extravagant. You know, you don't have to. As long as you're with that person, you're excited. You're always excited to be with them. You're always excited to see them. So you can check that off also.
All right. And actually, this next one, we're going to skip this one.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that's going to be too much of a deciding factor on things.
Well, yeah.
Well,
for some people, yeah. I don't think we should skip it. I think we should say it because,
we should say
we
it.
should say it, and that comes with a negative and a positive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because a lot of times one of the things we're talking about skipping, we're just looking at the notes here, is that when your friends and family see how happy you are. Now, here's the thing. Not everybody wants to see you win. Okay? They may see how happy you are, and depending on their level of love and respect for you,
or for themselves,
they're not going to admit about how they're witnessing how happy you are. Okay? So, but if you do have the type of family and friends that are really have your back and they support you, they're going to let you know that, oh, wow, so-and-so is like real good to you. Like, wow.
They'll be like, oh, you glowing. Something, wow. You're in a good mood. Like, what got into you? Yeah. So your friends and your family, if they're not toxic, they will definitely be able to be able to how happy you look, how settled you look. You might even gain a few pounds. You know what I'm saying? Because now they call it the happy fat, right? That's what they call it in relationships. Yeah. The happy fat, where you really just relax and you just feel really free and you feel like you can take on anything and whiskey flows down the stream and you just really, for the most part of the day, you're smiling. You don't even need a reason to smile. You're just smiling. Your vibrations are high. And people will notice. They'll take note. Now, some people, they might not be in such a good place, right? So when they see someone else vibrating on such high frequencies, right? One or two things can happen. Either they will really appreciate it, they acknowledge it, and they love it, and they also want that for themselves, or it can make them bitter because they don't currently have that, and they crave that which you have. And sometimes they can take it a little step further, and I hope none of you experience this, but it's just a part of life, I guess. They could take it a little step and they can try to sabotage. See, that's why I wanted to talk about that one, because I don't want to, they can actually try ways to manipulate and sabotage your beautiful situation that you just found. So you have to be in a, don't be naive now.
No, don't be naive.
Don't be naive when you find yourself the one and you're sharing and certain people are coming around you and they're seeing your excitement, they're seeing you blossom, they're seeing you grow. Unfortunately, everyone is not going to be happy for you. It's sad, but I guess it's a part of this life. In the upside down, we have the duality thing going on with the good and the bad, whatever, the yin and the yang. So not everyone is excited for you, and have to use your intuitive abilities, and you have to really see things in people for who they truly are. And sometimes you just have to know who to share what with. If I'm making sense here, right?
Yes. And real quick, we have started back streaming on Facebook.
Yeah.
Tonight was more of a pop-up type live,
Mm-hmm.
so we didn't have a chance to give them notice
All
that
right.
we were going live on Facebook. But yes, we are streaming live on Facebook, so definitely join us on there. We know there's this whole thing going on with stars that we don't know of it yet, but we can learn about it. We'll get into it. So just know that we're on there, okay? And we are almost towards the end on this. Once again, we have about, let's see, 1, 2, 3 more pointers to go over. So if you all have any questions, please feel free to drop it in the chat. And once again, if you would like to give a donation, that information is scrolling along the bottom. But our next one that we're jumping to is that you are madly in love, but there's more than that.
Yes. So much more.
Like, how can, you know what, this is one of those things. Okay, what's up, Holly, on Facebook?
Thank you, Holly.
And much for checking in with us.
Yeah, these are all painted by yours truly.
Mm-hmm.
All my work. So much more going on down. Hold on before we say. See, you got me started. Don't do it. See, look how cute and pretty this is. You know, it looks so nice. It's an accent on the wall, and I have another one that goes with it. See, let me stay on track. Holly, you throw me off because I'm so excited when it comes to paintings. Let me shift back, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so number 8.
Yeah, number 8.
And this is perfect because, 8, that's the infinity.
Yes.
Forever. Mm-hmm. So you're madly in love, but there is more than that. So you have support from your partner. You have your partner. You feel fulfilled. You know what I mean? Like you're already whole as a person. Don't get me wrong. It's not like this is your other half and without them, you're nothing.
Right.
Not like that at all. Because if you're checking all of these off, you've already centered yourself. You've already found yourself. You're already integrated with yourself. You already whole by yourself. And then once you do that, this is when you're in all these and put the crate. How do you say the horse in the crate? Before the crate. So this following you've done all of that, right? Mm-hmm. You feel totally. So you guys, you feel like it's it feels wonderful. Mm-hmm. You feel like boosted almost, like an extra boost. Like you already got what you need, but it's like a boost. Right. So a little bit more than just the love and the romance. So much more that comes with it.
Right. And if we're coming in clear, please drop a 1 in the chat. I'm just noticing a little bit of lag on our side here.
We're lagging?
Well, as far as the signal strength, it's not coming through. It's like an 8 out of 10, and we want 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
So if lagging a little bit, with all of this heat and everything going on, like it is like over 90-something degrees in Alabama. And this room that we're in, unfortunately, it doesn't have AC in it, but it does have plenty of windows, and we got wind coming in from outside. But this old Betsy here, she can't take that heat sometimes. But, all right, but let's get back to it. Let's go into our next to last. And once again, if you have any questions, please feel free to drop it in the chat. All right, awesome. So for this next one, these are just signs that you know that you found the one. And this is where you know deep inside that this person is the one. Mm-hmm. You don't need anybody else to validate it. No. You don't need anybody to pull a card for you. You don't need to go to a shaman and him touch your third eye and tell you whether or not so-and-so is the one for you. You just know. And when you know, now granted, you've done your shadow work. You're not naive. You're not ignoring the red flags and things of that nature. And so if you got your wits about you and you're aware of this person, you fully know who this person is, then when you have that feeling on the inside that this is the one, nine, 99%, 99.9% like Lysol, you right. Okay? That's just how it is. That's just how it is. All right. And for our last pointer, let me just get this up before I.
Yes, this is a big one right here.
Mhm.
This is a biggie. I love this one. So number 10, right? We have the 10th one. Your partner makes you want to do better in life, right? When you meet the one, because I mean, up until now, all of these pointers that that we go to, they literally make you want to do life. I mean, you might have already been doing great before you met this person, and that's probably why you met this person, because you vibrated at a frequency that would actually allow you to be a match, right? So you might have been doing well already, but it even makes you want to pursue and do even more now, right? It's just because now you feel like, wow, it's putting you in a different space, because when you're vibrating on a frequency of love from the heart space, those are the highest chakras. So it allows you to move out of the root chakras, which is the survival, if you want to call it the animalistic nature, and it allows you to lift up into your higher nature. The heart chakra is where you start your highest right? So naturally, what there, you're gonna want more. You're gonna look for more out of life. You're gonna start to realize that life is not just about working a 9 to 5. It's not just about the materialistic things. Right. So it kind of makes you crave more out of life.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
So check that off. So who got all 10?
All right. So if you got all 10 and this information was helpful for you, please drop a 1 in the chat. And once again, if you have any questions, drop those in the chat as well. And last but not least, just going through, if you haven't liked the video already, go ahead and drop that like on it. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe and share this information. All right. You can also find us on Instagram at twinflame_unite. Join us on our Patreon. And if you're not already on Facebook watching us, you can go to Facebook and watch us there. Okay. So boom, we got a lot of information there. Let me just double check in the chat. Thank you so much, Susie from Facebook, checking in. Thank y'all so much for being here. We're just going over some pointers as far as certain signs to let you know that you have met the one.
That's right. We're just gonna run through them one more time, okay?
All right.
So that you guys can see what these are. So number 1, can be yourself around your partner. First sign that you'll know. You don't have to be anybody else. You don't have to pretend. You don't have to have a ton of makeup. You don't have to paint your face up to be a whole different person. Okay? You don't have to feel. You don't have to worry about none of those. Just as you are. Okay? You can be yourself. You have similar goals in life. For those joining in, okay? I'm gonna run through them again. So you have similar goals in life, not exactly similar, and this will prevent you from growing apart. Okay, so you're working towards similar things. Okay, and okay, the third one, it's okay. That you can work through things in a healthy way. So it's not a toxic situation. Right. It's very healthy. You can do conflict resolution. You guys have your emotional bank balance is pretty good. And you know healthy ways how to work through situations and grow from it. It's a beautiful thing. Next one, you feel like you're the luckiest person in the world, like how we feel. Okay? You feel very lucky. Next one, you are both committed to the relationship. Okay, you're in a relationship, trying to use somebody, how they people look at the home or whatnot. You're committed to the relationship. You both want the relationship to grow. You both want to grow together, right? The next one, any place you go is exciting. It doesn't matter. You just love each other.
Don't matter if you're going to the grocery store or you're going to J. Alexander's, it's all exciting.
It's all good stuff. All good things happen when you're together. People just walk up to you, asking you questions, telling you your life story, and just really wanting to be around you because you're vibrating on a different level. Okay, your friends and your family wants to see you happy, or they are noticing you are. They're telling you, ooh, it's glowing, things like that. You're gonna start looking at you a little different, like what changed about you, right? And then the next one, you're madly in love, but that's not all. It's so much more than just being madly in love. So much more that comes with it. And the next one is you don't need anyone.
No.
Because deep down you have that confirmation that you found the one. You don't need a damn soul to validate that shit. You already know, right? And this one, that person you want to do better.
Yeah.
They make you want to grow. They make you want to explore. You feel like you can conquer the world. Right? So those comments. And again, if anyone of you check off all 10, just put a 10 in the chat. If you checked off 7, put a 7 or a 6 or a 5 or whatever. Somebody said there is, let's see what this says. There's no quick way to heal. There is no quick way to heal and raise my vibration, ? I don't think so.
Yeah. There's not a quick way to heal. It's
like a cut. If you get a cut and you're bleeding, yeah, you could put some hydrogen peroxide on it. It'll kill the germs and whatnot. That's the starting process might be easy, like cleaning up the cut and whatnot. If it needs stitches, depending on how deep the wound is, it would depend on how much time it would take to heal that wound.
Yeah.
Right. So it's not a quick slap a Band-Aid fix.
Yeah. And just think about it this way. When it comes to healing and raising your vibrations, I'm pretty sure a lot of you all are familiar with the show, right? Familiar with somebody who is a hoarder. And when you look into their house, they got all piled up to the ceilings. You can barely walk through the house, but at some point they decide, you know what, I can't live this way more. I gotta go ahead, I gotta get this cleaned up. And in most cases, unless you hire like a team of like 100 people, depending on how big your house is, it is going to take some time to get that cleaned out. But once you do get it cleaned out, then it is to you to maintain that cleanliness, right? And so once you've gone through and you've done that work and you've healed, you may notice that a piece of paper may be falling on the floor. So instead of just letting that piece of paper sit on the floor, you pick it up, you put it in the trash can so that it can be properly taken out. And the same thing with raising your vibrations. You realize that when you do hit like a lower level in a sense, and you recognize, okay, that's where I am. This is also being aware of your surroundings, being aware of you, and then you can raise yourself back up and just keep going up and up. Right, and then also when you find yourself in those at those points, it's usually a lesson there. So make sure you grab the lesson, right? Always look for the lesson in any situation that you find yourself in. I feel there is an opportunity for growth. Because whenever we're uncomfortable, that's when we're growing, right? If you're super comfortable, you're not growing, right? You're complacent. So nothing has happened to expand you. I'm always excited when I'm facing a difficult situation, because I know that this gives me the opportunity to grow and to learn a lesson. Sometimes it's a repeating lesson, right? Yeah. Like kind of what we're going through right now, it's a repeating lesson. Check mark it like, okay, I'm not gonna do this. Let me grab this lesson this time so that I can move forward and continue to expand. And when you're learning some of those life lessons, it's gonna take you to a more dense
frequency, because Earth is dense. Let's keep it real. This place is dense as hell.
Yes.
But this is where our soul gathers the most lessons because of the density of it. So any situation that you find yourself in that feels difficult or hard, or you know what I'm saying, maybe a little depression, a little bit of anxiety, it's dense.
Right.
And so sometimes you do need help, right? And if you do, don't be afraid or shy to seek help. But it's the most valuable. Don't forget about the less part.
Yes, yes, yes. And Susie, you are so correct. By sun gazing and eating clean and hydrated, that is so needed, especially now with all of these solar flares and all of these heat waves and like, oh my gosh, it's just hydrated. If y'all are in the southeast, y'all know what we're feeling right now. Okay.
Dee says it hurts. Sounds like you're going through maybe the dark night of the soul, Dee. That is a very painful process. We've been there, we know. Hurts a lot. But again, just keep in mind that there is loads of lesson in there that will carry your next level.
Yeah.
You need help. Like I went to therapy for about 2 years because I know I packed on a lot of stuff over the years, and so I needed help to unpack it. And that's what my therapist said, let's unpack. Right? So when you go to your therapist, you bring like 6 suitcases, depending on how much stuff you got. You know, so we sat down with my suitcases and we unpacked little by little, and she helped me really well. She was a good therapist. So sometimes if you feel like it's too much and you can't do it by yourself, don't be shy. Get you someone that will be able to help you to unpack, so that you can get lighter, so that you can get light, literally.
Yes,
right?
yes. All right. And if y'all do need any additional help, we're still here for you.
Still here.
Still here for you. We are still offering the sessions, and for those who are a little bit tight on the budget, we have partnered with Afterpay, and with Afterpay, you can actually split up the payment for the session in 4 evenly installments. You know, make it real easy for yourself. You can go into the website and book your session with us, and we'll be more than happy to help you unload some of that baggage. You know, help take the mess out, look at it like, okay, I don't need this, I need to keep this. You know, we work through it.
So. Get into the subconscious and really see who's driving that vehicle. Because oftentimes what we'll find is that this driving, it is a bunch of programs that's outdated that is really running that vehicle. And when we run into problems, we're like, how did I get here? That's because we were absent. We were not driving.
Right.
Subconsciously, we're not aware of this.
Nope. All right. So I think we pretty much covered all of that. Once again, if you haven't subscribed or followed, if you're watching via Facebook, definitely hit the follow. You can go over to our website for any type of bookings. Go over to our Instagram for any other inspirational stuff. Go over to the Patreon to check out exclusive content that you will not find on YouTube or Facebook. Or if you haven't liked our Facebook page, definitely like the Facebook page. And last but not least, if you want to show any support to the channel outside of doing super chats and purchasing things on the website, whatever amount you can send, just like Q would say, $1 holler, right? You can send that via Cashapp. We greatly appreciate it. That helps keep the lights on, helps keep these things moving around. All right. So boom. Other than that, let's just make sure we didn't miss anything else before we get out of here. Oh, we love you too.
It's so sweet of you. We love you too. Thank you for being here. Dee, you are so welcome, my love. Hang in there. Things are gonna get better. Sometimes, you know, we go through these phases in life and we're like, why me? You know, gosh. But then, you know, the sun always comes out the next day.
Yes.
You know, it goes up, it comes down. It goes up.
It always
comes out. Okay, it doesn't rain forever.
Nope.
Right?
And pain never lasts always.
No, it don't. It don't.
Yes.
It just feel like that when you're in the moment, but it really doesn't. Okay.
All right. So we love y'all so much. And until next, we're going to see y'all. Peace out.
See the paintings? Look at the painting.